So at the start of the film, they go and see this Chinese magician. And Michael Caine
and he
says...
does the fishbowl waddle with his legs.
Michael Caine says, if you can figure out how he does it, I'll give you both a spot on the stage. And then he goes, he says...
I've got that. You made it a lot longer than I thought you would with your Michael Caine impression. I have been waiting.
And they go and they see him, and Hugh Jackman comes back from Angiers. I keep saying actors' names instead of character names, but I think it's easier. Hugh Jackman comes back and says, Borden saw it straight away. And it took me ages to figure it out that the Chinese man is living in character and he lives his act. Borden sees that straight away because he does that every day with his twin. Here's an interesting aside for you. Tesla isn't the only real character in this film.
Well, Edison as well.
Well, Edison as well, obviously.
Come now, James.
So the Chinese magician who is living in character that you see in the Prestige is based on a story about a magician who went by the name of Chung Ling Soo. And this was in the 1900s, so slightly after, I guess, but the early 1900s. And he was actually a white man called William Ellsworth Robinson, who disguised himself as a Chinese man to cash in on audiences' enthusiasm for the far off lands sort of idea. He lived as Chung Ling Soo in public for his whole life, basically. He and unless he was at home, he was this Chinese man. Never broke character, never spoke English in public. But he never spoke English until in 1918, a bullet catch trick went wrong, which is in The Prestige, the bullet catch trick.
Yeah.
And he got shot. And the first English he had spoken in public on stage in 19 years were the words, "My God, I've been shot." And they were his last words, and he died.
Oh my word.
I know. I saw that and I thought that's a crazy story.
And what a way to go. Can you imagine the commitment to that insane racial tourism and making it through the whole of the First World War, still doing your shows, to then get shot on stage by accident and then break character? He really should have just seen it to the end. What a piece of work that man was. Oh my goodness. Not that original though, when you think about it, because that was definitely before then, especially, was that so this film travels between the UK and America.
Yeah.
Was the white man posing as the Chinese man, posing as Chung Ling Soo, was he in England or was he in America?
I think he was in England. I'm not entirely sure though, but I think he was in England.
Oh no,
he was in America. He was in America. He was in America. Sorry. And actually,
same thing, really, wasn't it? There was a lot of the minstrel shows, and there was a lot of impersonating other races.
Looking at him.
Are you going to say he could pass as Asian?
No, he's just clearly a white man. Have you ever seen that James Bond film where, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's You Only Live Twice, where Sean Connery dresses up as a Japanese man and literally pulls, his eyes across, sort of thing. It's really bad. If you haven't seen that, it's horrendous. But it basically looks like this guy